keeping track of sub. Now we're in Armstrong Paddock in Townsville.
Townsville.
There's Lieutenant Coster. There's I.
Yeah.
Well, there we are, hard at work. Every place we stopped, somebody figured out something that we ought to be doing, so we built 4 of these Air Force storage facilities, and they were big. I don't remember the exact dimensions on them, but they were big. Each platoon had one to build, and then we wound up building 4 before we left there. I don't remember these guys' names. No, that isn't King.
Glenn. Bye, George, I'm telling you, you just can't see.
Well, I'll tell you, those guys are in shape, aren't they?
You bet. You betcha.
Hey, was that Zarbach that ran that mixer? I think it was. I think that's he right there.
Yeah, I believe it was old Zarbach.
I think so. We poured big foundations and then put those.
Try to figure out where those pictures going by that fast.
There's Townsend and Moore looking over one of the Air Force buildings we're building.
The old steamroller.
There's Aunt Nellie.
Yeah.
So this must be the 1st Platoon's hangar they're building. I think they built a soil cement floor on theirs.
I think Gebhardt run that old roller.
Water tank.
Yeah, it must be water in the floor to compact it, I suppose.
Yeah, we put gravel down and mixed cement with it, and then poured water to it and compacted it. There's the water.
Yeah. Possessioned it.
Yeah. There's mixing up the cement and the gravel on the soil cement floor. I didn't look like Clark to me. Don't know who it was though. They go by so fast.
Well, I'll tell you, it's tough to.
That's Tibbetts, isn't it?
Sneed. Tibbetts.
Tibbetts.
We used to call him General Sneed. General Sneed bumped him on a plane one time when he was going someplace, see, and so after that we always called him General Sneed. That was how he got that.
I didn't hear that before.
Yeah, he was going and he got bumped.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, that's where he picked up that name, Sneed. I guess after that, that's about all you heard him called.
You can see the beams there. There's some of them there.
I'm trying to remember what
they're prefab.
Called that.
There's Tommy Manners. He was a heck of a good cement finisher. In fact, he was good at about anything you gave him, to tell the truth.
Put him to do.
He was one heck of a construction man.
I just wonder how many of these guys would like to have the figure in the build now that they had in those days.
Yeah.
They were hard, boy. Those guys worked.
Well, I'll say, boy, there's no fat on any of those birds.
No, sir.
There's Sergeant Mitchell on the left.
Yeah.
He didn't know that was he until I told him.
Yeah.
He didn't know he's ever that skinny. You ought to see him now.
Yeah.
There's an Aussie that was one of our aides or something. That was Captain Moore and Lieutenant Townsend.
Yeah. There's Tex.
to Townsville, to this air depot, which was the southern terminus for the Air Force. All of the repair work, assembling. If something was wrong, they sent it here to get it fixed or rebuilt or remade. And this was sort of an R&R. We were getting back into field conditions. Our outfit was to be placed on a Kaiser aircraft carrier and sail to an island that might have been just recaptured. And if a plane needed extensive work on it, they'd put it on a barge and float it out the aircraft carrier, hoist it on board, and get it fixed. A ration, a hogshead of beer. Of course, it was cold and had to be promptly drunk on the spot. We had no way to keep it cool for very long. One of the few film on me. B-25 airplanes, after many thousands of hours of combat, have come in to be refurbished, cleaned up, and re-outfitted to go back in the field for the war effort. Here's B-25s lined up. Note the 75mm cannon in the nose of that front airplane. They were a murderous weapon installed because the Japanese used a small 1,500-ton ships to supply with, and these airplanes were very effective. Some PBYs that we had for search and rescue. What they were doing there, I don't know. There's the backup of fighter aircraft we had in inventory, as well as some bombers also. About that time, rotation became a big issue, and people with my experience were, or rather time, were being allowed to go back to the States as having had enough. My papers came through. I headed for Brisbane, got on the old Mariposa, and headed back to the States in late October 1944 and to home.